So now that it's been a month since Pyramithra released, I figured that it would be a decent time to share my thoughts and predictions about who the final two DLC fighters will be. So Fighter Packs 10 and 11. So, first of all, I think that the fighter that is in both of the final two, I think that both of the final two DLC fighters, Fighter Pack 10 and 11, will both be unveiled at E3. And that I think it's going to be very much so be a hero banjo type of thing, where like they open the presentation with one and then end it with another. And for that reason, I think that Fighter Pack 10 is probably going to be, for lack of a better way to phrase it, a controversial character. Now, that could mean straight up like a Pokemon character or a Zelda character, but it could also mean someone like Fortnite Jonesy. And then that Fighter Pack 11 at the end will be someone hype. And that it could be a character that a lot of people have been talking about recently, like Crash or Master Chief or Eggman, but it also could be someone more weird. And that's just it, because the simple truth is that there are hundreds of characters that could get into Smash. However, who the characters were was decided at this point about a year and a half ago, and that us talking about a character doesn't actually affect their odds, because it was decided long ago. And that, like, everyone talking about Crash and Ryu Hayabusa doesn't mean we're getting Crash and Ryu Hayabusa. And in fact, most of the fan predictions that people have made have been wrong. And that's why I don't want to, And that's why I don't want to make a specific character prediction, because not only do I think that I would be wrong, but I think that I don't think it's going to be anyone like Crash or Master Chief or Sora or Ryu Hayabusa, but I do think that 10 and 11 will both be revealed at E3, with 10 at the beginning and 11 at the end. And that 10 is going to be a character where about 10% of the community is like, my dreams have just become a reality. But the bulk are going to be like, wait, what? Really? I legitimately did not see this coming. And then the final character will be one that's in the category of, it won't be a character that everyone predicted, but it will be someone that people are happy with. So basically, I think that Fighter 10 is going to be another Min Min / Pyramithra, and that Fighter 11 is going to basically be another Terry / another Sephiroth. So yeah. Now we're gonna find out soon, and it's crazy because E3 or Nintendo doing a June presentation, that really is just 2 months from now. So whatever's happening, we really are now in the territory of, like, we aren't going to be learning soon in quotes. No, we're going to be learning soon. And that's exciting. And what's also cool is that something that I was realizing was that the reason why I was so disappointed by Fighters Pass 1 wasn't because the characters that were included in Fighters Pass 1 were bad. It was because my dream characters were being excluded. So I wasn't like, oh, I'm mad / angry that Joker and Terry got in. It was more so, oh, I'm disappointed that we didn't get Xenoblade or Sonic. However, now that the situation has been like, Byleth and Min Min were characters that I kind of wanted, and Pyra and Mithra were characters that I straight up wanted, I feel a lot more satisfied by the DLC than I did now. And therefore, even if the last two characters are characters that I straight up don't want, like, even if they're literally like Fortnite Jonesy and Among Us, or Frisk and another Zelda, or something like that, it's one of those things where, like, I'm not gonna pop off, but I also don't think I'll be mad, just because I feel that I feel like that words, speak them. I feel like that Byleth, that's what I was struggling with for some reason. I feel like that Byleth, Min Min, and Pyra Mithra is just, like, that's good enough for me to be satisfied. Especially considering the fact that, like, is Banjo-Kazooie is not a character that I ever, like, he's not a character that I wanted or asked for. However, he is definitely a character that earned his place in Smash, and therefore his inclusion is clean and makes a lot of sense. And in addition to that, I know that he's a character that a lot of people wanted. So yeah. I know that I've repeated myself kind of a lot, but that's just because, well, I guess because Classic Mode takes 10 minutes and getting my thoughts out took 4. So, but you know what, that's okay. Like, anyone that wants to watch the full Classic Mode playthrough can, and anyone that just wanted to know what I thought is already gone. So yeah, we're going to beat up Master Hand and Crazy Hand. And, that's exactly what I'm expecting. Like, Fighter 10 and 11 both revealed at E3, or some sort of Nintendo event in June, I guess more accurately. And that they will both be characters that people didn't see coming, and that 10 will be a niche character, and that 11 will be universally hyped despite not being one of the big highly requested characters. However, it is also true that whenever people predict Smash, they are wrong. And even when people are aware of the fact that Smash predictions are wrong and are like, well, everyone is, like, even when people are like, Smash predictions are always wrong, and I am aware of that, so I'm going to predict shit that people usually don't predict. Even when that's the case, they still wrong. However, that being said, sure, it is also true that enough people predict Smash that even though the community as a whole is what's wrong. However, there is always people in the community that were niches that were right, because every single base roster and DLC character, yeah, that got into Ultimate was predicted by someone. Anyway, you know what? At this point, I've got nothing else to say, so I'm just going to turn the volume up and finish Classic Mode. No! God damn it, Mithra! Those stupid lasers gimped me. Yeah, I used the classic ticket. It's one of those things where, like, if I use Because if I use the classic ticket, then when I win, I'll get like 0.1 and go to 7.3. Whereas if I use coins, I'll drop down to like 6.5 and then I'll go up to like 6.7 when I win. Yeah, I should have just stayed as Pyra for the damage, but I wanted to use Mithra because even though I mostly played as Pyra in this, I actually overall play Mithram way more. 7.9. Okay, that gave me more than I thought it would. So, I guess, feel free to, I feel like that when it comes to the DLC predictions, basically everyone that watches this video is going to disagree with me, and that's fine. So, basically, if your prediction, like, if you, okay, so, first of all, there is a difference between I want blank and I predict blank. Like, I predict, well, you know what I predict. However, what do I want? I want Sakurai to say fuck it and to have the last two characters be Tails and Eggman. That's what I want. That, exactly. So, like, it's one of those things like, I understand people wanting Crash and wanting Sora, but predicting them is like, why? So basically, what I was building up to is that, in the comments, tell me who you predict is going to be Fighter Packs 10 or 11. However, if you think that it's going to be someone like Crash, Ryu, Sora, Monster Hunter, etc., guess what? Everyone thinks that. Your opinion is unoriginal, and don't waste my time or yours leaving the comments. Like, I'm only interested in comments. Like, I'm interested in constructive criticism of like, hey, you should do this to make your content better, and I'm interested in, I think that this character could be in Smash for this reason, and my reason is not they just had a game, so cross-promotion herpader, and my reason is not because everyone's speculating on them. Because you don't need to be a sheep, you can think for yourself. And what's cool is that this is the end of, like, I got my point out quickly. I got my point out in the first 4 minutes, and we're 12 minutes in, so no one's going to see this. I am being more toxic than I should be, so I'm sorry about that. It's because, for some reason, like, I shouldn't be part of the Smash community on social media, but I am. And therefore, like, I don't need to see the Smash community at its worst, but I do. Anyway, thanks for watching. Peace.